Welcome back to State of Decay 2. I've got Izad here in my fancy pickup truck, and I am headed down to the Bounty Broker because I did my favorite trick. You'll remember last time I had some really persistent, difficult long-term bounties queued up on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Well, my son wanted to play State of Decay with me a little while ago, and so I let him join me in my world. But I didn't let him join me in this world. I had him join me in my easier difficulty world. I let him join my easy difficulty world where I was prepping for like future streams with for the State of Decay 2 team. So trying to collect all of the equipment and everything that I would need in order to be ready to stream the game on the official company channel. And so while I was in there, I got all these bounties done. But the fun part is, you don't need to collect the rewards for a bounty in the same community that you completed the bounty in. So I completed these bounties in my other community that's just for the State of Decay 2 stream at a lower difficulty level, but now Izad here gets to claim the rewards, including a suppressed revolver, which is going to be very helpful. Okay, so what new bounties do I want to grab? Kill 7 zombies in close combat. Well, that seems like that's going to be easy. Let's just grab that one. Juggernaut with heavy weapon. I'll save myself some headaches there. Screamers with explosives. Now, I do have explosives because I'm here to take out some plague hearts. But yeah, let's grab that one. Crafting rounds. That's one I can usually just sort of mess with later. Bloaters with pistols. I've got a revolver. I don't think that counts. Let's see if there's something else I can do. Plague heart with explosives. Okay, that's the one I should do right now, honestly. Oh, I can load up on the pistol ones. That sounds good. So today is the 30th of July. So that means that the plunder pack is about to go away. But I've got everything that I need from it, so that's good. I guess if I had enough influence, I could purchase a Megalodon, which is one of my favorite cars. But I don't have it right now. And honestly, in a Nightmare game, your influence is better used elsewhere. So okay, so what's my plan? So right now, I have equipped this dude to take out a plague heart. So that's number one. There's also some areas around here where I can get materials, and that's sort of the main resource that I'm short on. So my goal is to take out this plague heart and then scavenge the materials in the area around it. So let's see if I can get up there without just attracting the entire universe. So how close is this? Oh, it's okay. If it was closer to the wall, I was going to say, let's leave this on the other side of the wall. So, I don't know. It seems like a safer escape route. Oh, I don't want to go rocketing off the edge of a retaining wall right next to a bunch of zombies. That seems like a bad move. Hello, friends. Oh, I could have sworn that guy was right behind me. All right. On this, okay, there's a whole horde of these dudes behind me. I can see it on the map. Aha, here we are. All right. I think that's probably enough preparation work. Let's make sure that my car is pointed in an escape type direction. Okay. I've got my pipe bombs queued up. And I want to use them for the final death blow on this thing. Oh, crap. What? Nope. That Ra is getting me out of there right away. I'm not sure why I'm using all my bullets on this crap. Oh, gosh! Okay. There. There. That's what I needed. Okay. Back in here. Okay, while that is stinky, I'll stay out again. It looks like they're not calling in the cavalry really just yet. Dang it. You know what I didn't bring with me? Snacks. So I'm doing the old tired heavy weapon deal. Oh, I just killed 2 with 1 blow. That was great. I'm like Mickey Mouse in the Brave Little Tailor. Okay, again, I'll wait for a second to let the gas go away and let myself recover a bit. Nope, nope, nope. Wait, why did he do that move? That didn't make any sense. Okay, I've only got 5 more of these bullets left. But this thing is on its last legs. Let's hit it a couple more times and then hit it with a pipe bomb. Oh crap, this isn't where I want to be. Yeah, get away. Okay, let's see if I've done enough damage to it. Yes! Nice. Killed the plague heart, all the plague zombies. Whew. Killed the plague heart, all the plague zombies, and got the bounty. This is a good way to start off my day. All right, let's just... Ooh, does this guy get the Valentine? Or the FBI fighting rifle? The Silent Night, that's 45. Okay, that's not what I'm carrying, so... I gotta give the AK-47U to somebody special, so... Let's give him the fighting rifle. What's installed here? Vintage rifle compensator. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot we had a special thing on there. Okay. So let's just load up a whole bunch of guns in the back there. And grab whatever else we can. So this site... This site probably doesn't have materials in it, so I don't need to search it much more thoroughly than this. Do we have an outpost nearby? We do. Okay, so I'm going to drop stuff off of the outpost and then come back for... Then I'm going to come back for the materials I was looking for. Hey there, Ackmore. Thanks for joining us. Let me try to catch up with the chat a little bit, because I was, I think, understandably ignoring you guys while I was fighting that plague heart. Malatur points out that when you're upgrading in your command center, when you're upgrading from the +1 outpost mod to the +2 outpost mod, you can lose an outpost in between. Yeah, that has been reported to us, and that is definitely not something we intentionally wanted people to have to deal with. So we'll I think we've written that up. We'll have to make sure we get a solution to that. In fact, let me take a note real quick to myself to make sure that I remember that. I'm going to double check that we actually have written that up. But yeah, losing an outpost while switching command center mods. Yeah, I'll have to look that up to make sure that we actually have that on the radar. Because that's not how that should go. You're upgrading, right? I mean, just losing a little bit of your outpost capacity, or the same thing could happen if you had a hacker character and you lost the hacker. A red talon hacker is what I'm talking about. All right, so yeah, I think this guy is actually still in pretty good shape. Let's just use some of this. Oh, look at these guys over here, thinking they're cool.
That's a lot of stuff.
That is not what I meant to grab. Oh, I just hate the way that our vehicle inventories work. The way it just moves the cursor around like it's assuming I never ever want to be careful about what I remove from the... if all I ever wanted to do was just blast through all of the items in my vehicle inventory and just like teleport them really fast into their destination, then the way that we've got the UX working would make sense. But it doesn't make sense. Actually, you know what? I think he needs to have some kind of suppressed weapon. So he's not necessarily going for plague hearts anymore. So I feel like I don't necessarily need something fast firing. So let's go with this. All right. Yeah, and if he's not going after plague hearts anymore, let's save a little bit more inventory room here. Yeah, all right. That looks like a good pile of equipment. Now, do I leave those bloaters out there? I mean, they're pretty easy to see. I'm probably not going to bump into them. Just you wait. All right, let's go get some materials. So Cog says that he actually likes the cursor movement on the vehicle inventories. Whenever you're sending something out of your vehicle inventory, the cursor just jumps to the next one. So good. I'm glad that some people are not as annoyed by it as I am. Whenever I experience it and get annoyed by it, I feel like, ugh, everyone must hate this. So I'm glad that some people don't hate it. That's good. I still think that it could be a lot better than it is.
I suppose we can do something with this.
Warbuck says that he definitely reported the issue with losing an outpost. So good. I'm glad you reported it. That's another way that we can make sure it gets into our system. So Wolfblade is here. Good to see you, Wolfblade. And Wolfblade is suggesting that fast travel would actually be a boon to the game. Suggesting that maybe it would take like a facility mod or something, because yeah. So originally in one of our early designs of the game, we actually did suggest having fast travel between outposts, but I don't know. It was kind of a debatable feature though, because on one hand, oh gosh, no, heck no, I didn't even see that group of people, but I'm not interested in seeing them ever. Do they still see me? It looks like they're not coming after me. And this is the site that I wanted to raid, so... Anyway, it's a debatable thing because, you know, a huge part of the adventure of State of Decay 2 is getting from point A to point B, right? Like, that's kind of what makes it challenging. It's the fact that you don't just have to, you know, do the things you do when you get to a destination. You have to actually get there. You know, there's things there are bad things that could happen to your car. You could get stranded, that sort of thing. And eliminating that aspect of the game, for advanced players who just, you know, they've got outposts everywhere. They can just teleport all over the world. It felt like the game maybe might be losing too much. And so you could definitely debate both ways on that about whether that's a good move or not. But the way the game is now is sort of like where we ended up. Yeah, so Dennis Okiba says that he thinks the maps are too small for fast travel. That all you're doing is sort of skipping the experience, but not actually getting that much out of it. Okay, I can hear so many zombies around me right now. I can't see them, but I can hear them. Oh, they're over there. Oh, I love this feeling. Oh, wow. You don't find toolkits in the world very often. Actually, you used to literally never find toolkits. It was only pretty recently that Brian went in and changed the loot system to allow you to actually find toolkits. It used to be that you could only manufacture them, basically. I think very, very rarely they would show up somewhere. Like, I believe that it was possible to find them in the trunks of utility vans, for instance. That was a thing. But that was about it. Cogs suggests, and actually Cogs, this was my favorite version of the game that unfortunately we weren't able to do. It was one that we thought of in pre-production that didn't end up happening. Cogs is suggesting that if you could station survivors at specific outposts and then switch to those survivors no matter where you are on the map, that would effectively be fast travel for sort of the player's soul that jumps from character to character. That's not canon, of course, for there to be a soul jumping from character to character, but it certainly feels like it. Yeah, that is one of my favorite versions of the game that we imagined. And unfortunately, I don't even remember what the reasons were. There were reasons why we didn't do it that way. But yeah, I really liked that idea, and I can see why you like it too. Okay, so I'm going to... Because, got to do that sometimes. I think I already filled the back of this, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. So do we have all the materials in this area? Aha! No, there's some in there. Whoops, I didn't even know that was there. Okay. So I heard a feral somewhere around here. So I'm going to drive nice and cautiously. He said, hitting zombies like crazy. So if I hear a rah sound, I'm getting out of here. But... Ooh, screamer. Okay. Getting those close combat kills. Yeah. Do not need any help from that guy. Good morning, Mama Tinker. Thanks for joining us.
All clear.
Theogony is suggesting that we give you some kind of tool or some kind of like chest or whatever that lets you share items between communities. And yet I actually just double-checked. I think somebody else mentioned that earlier, and I've just double-checked to make sure that is one of the items on our sort of possibility list. Yeah, we would love to provide you, because people definitely find ways to do it. That's like one of the criteria that I have. Oh, while we're out, might as well take that down. One of the criteria that I have for whether a fix is worth doing. There's lots of ways you can sort of evaluate a particular new feature or fix or change to the game. But one of the ways that I use is if players are doing the thing anyway, and it's really, really inconvenient when they do it, and they're actually making the game less fun for themselves by doing this thing, then it's kind of a no-brainer for us to approve the idea of us just making it possible. Because if players are going to find some elaborate way to do it, like having a friend come into their or like giving all of their stuff to a friend in multiplayer, then switching communities and taking it all back from their friend, which is a really annoying process. But people do it because they really want to move stuff between their communities. Like, clearly we're not harming the experience. We're only improving the experience by giving them an official way to do that. Now, that doesn't mean we'll necessarily have the time and resources to do whatever it is, you know. We've got a lot of sort of priority type decisions to make. But that does make the fix worthwhile. I mean, unless they're really doing something that is damaging to the game, in which case we should probably remove the exploit that they're using. That's also another option. But most of the time when somebody's using an exploit, it's because they want to do something that is legitimate, you know? There's nothing wrong with them wanting to do this thing. It's just not a thing that the game provides a natural way to accomplish. Oh, look at these guys. Okay, so I think they heard my vehicle up there. What? Hey, you stop that.
I can't keep this up.
Oh, what the heck? What the heck? What was that nonsense? What was that crap? Yeah, that reminds me of the way that
I can't catch my breath.
of the way that heavy weapons used to work before. I think Eric made some. I think it was Eric that made some changes to them. It used to be that you would always plant your feet. You would always plant your feet and hold still while you were fighting with a heavy weapon. Haha. Anyway, it used to be you would always plant your feet and hold still when you're fighting with a heavy weapon, which was annoying. Because, you know, if you were just inches away from a zombie, you would keep trying to swing at them and never make any progress. And so we added some foot slide forward to make it possible for you to sort of advance on an enemy while you were, you know, while you're in the middle of combat. But it didn't seem like it was working right there. All right. Let's head home with these rucksacks of materials and then try to remember why I set that goal. I watched the end of my previous stream, because the last time I streamed this was a week ago. I watched the end of my previous stream to remind myself what I was doing, and I remember at the end of that stream I said, okay, Izad is going to go out and kill plague hearts and get materials. That's what I said. I don't remember exactly why I was getting materials, but I do remember that was my goal. So, oh, a feral. Cool, we love ferals. Alright, I'm just going to drive in a big circle, lose that feral's attention. If he comes into the base, great. My people will all shoot at him simultaneously, and I'm sure that will go really well. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Got an exercise bike. Yay! All right. Oh no. We've got a prepper ant mission. Okay, Herb.
I really should take care of that.
Herb is all out of shotgun shells. Let's see what we've got in the way of shotgun shells. Nothing. We got nothing in the way of shotgun shells. I guess Herb might not get to be a cowboy right now. He's wielding a 45. Also, no bullets for that. Let's get him something we got bullets for. Ooh. Never mind. He does get to be a cowboy. So this one's got a suppressor on it. This one's got a nothing on it. I assume that's a choke? Yeah. What's on this? A suppressor. Cool. Let's, oh, do I have to... Why are we like this? Detach mod. Put it away. And where was that gun I just got him? Lever action rifle. There we go. All right. Both weapons are suppressed. Do I have anything? Yeah, no. Okay, so let's go get the bug out vehicle. Okay, it's down here. The thing about the bug out vehicle is it's a vehicle. So I should probably go get it on foot, right? Oh, you know what else I need? If I want to kill screamers with explosives, which I just remembered is a bounty I have, I should bring some explosives. Like these ones? The problem with... So, screamers are not actually very responsive to explosives. They will often not be killed by them. Do I have any cheaper or better options for explosives? I think not. Okay. We'll just grab a nice little pile of pipe bombs, I guess. Oh no, builder mission failed. Who cares? Oh, Twisted Logic wants to know if I'm planning on streaming The Ascent this weekend. Yes, I am. Probably not today, because I've got slightly limited time, and I want to have a ton of time. Oh, gosh, hi. What? I want to have a ton of time to devote to it. Where's the other one? There he is. Okay. Whew. Wait. Oh, wait. Those come in threes, don't they? Threes. Where is he? I can hear him. Oh, there he is. I wonder if I can sneak up on him. Or does he already know where I am and he just can't figure out how to get in here? John Bloke points out that if I had a grenade launcher, that would probably be the best way to kill screamers with explosives. Yeah, so honestly, any bounty that's making you kill something with explosives... through the butt, up through the head. That's how that works. Anyway, the grenade launcher is usually the easiest way to pull that off. Because I know some of our zombies, screamers and bloaters in particular, don't react to explosives the way you kind of expect them to all the time. And you could sort of miss out on some bounty successes there. But the grenade launcher pretty much always takes care of them. Oh, look, a juggernaut. Oh, look, a close combat kill. Okay, so... Now, this looks bad.
That juggernaut is a damn nightmare.
This looks bad, but don't worry. I'm sure I'll be fine. Welcome to the Nightmare Zone. Okay, if I started running right now, I'm pretty sure somebody might still hear me. I'm just close enough. But yeah, I'm excited about The Ascent. I love top-down shooters. I love dystopian cyberpunk futures. I'm so glad I brought that suppressor. Because if I'd had to fire a loud gun at that guy, I would have had a lot more problems than just that guy. Okay, there's the vehicle. I can see it. Not a lot of opposition between here and there. So, Cogs has been hyping the fact that Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams is on sale somewhere. I'm actually not sure where you're saying it's on sale, but it's on sale somewhere. And that it's a pretty cool game. So yeah, was kind of asking if I could talk about it a little bit more. So my daughters really like that one. And Or at least they have in the past. I think they haven't played it in a while, but I think they do actually return to it periodically. It's basically, it's a platformer where you've got two very similar characters who are sisters. But one of them is like, you know, it's like sister light, sister dark. You know, it's like you've got the one sister who like has got a whole like punk aesthetic going on and kind of looks mad all the time. Another one who looks like adorable and is like quote unquote the good one. And each of them is sort of has their like exist like a different version of the world. And so you're running around platforming as one of them, and then you push a button and you switch to the other one's world. And the entire level changes in predictable ways. So like for certain platforms are only available to one sister, certain hazards are only there for one sister. And so basically you're just going through this platforming world, switching sisters constantly, sometimes in the middle of a move, in order to, you know, to navigate the platforming challenges. Oops. It's okay if I'm a terrible shot now, as long as I'm a good shot when the ferals come after me. That's all that matters.
Survival instinct is a powerful thing, even stronger than the undead.
I see some wheels that might still run.
All right.
Why doesn't that happen more often?
Actually, wait a minute. Did this say it had...
I really knew my aunt, but wherever she is, I hope she appreciates that we'll put this to good use.
Okay. Let's head back to base. Yeah, so the thing that was nice was, you know, my kids, you know, when little kids start out with video games, they usually start out playing fairly simple fare. Things are just like, you know, bounce around in this world for a while. It doesn't matter what you do, you know. Toka Boca games and stuff like that.
Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. We have my aunt to thank for the car and the supplies. I just hope she's still out there somewhere.
So Gianna Sisters is a really nice sort of like... sort of second tier game for kids to move on to after they've sort of gotten used to the basics. Because, you know, it's basically just a platformer. So really similar to a lot of the other simpler games that a lot of kids will play. But it's got this one weird logical thing that they then have to manage. But it's not that hard of a thing to learn. So it's pretty good. The only, you know, problem is it is a pretty challenging platformer. Like, my kids would have a lot of fun with it, but there was always a limit to how far they could go with it. And so that's, you know, something worth bearing in mind, that, you know, it can be a lot of fun for a kid who's just starting to, you know, learn advanced skills in video game playing, but they're probably going to hit a point where they're like, oh, I can't get any further than this, and have to quit for a little while. At least that's the experience that my kids had. Yeah, so Cog, I don't know anything about Area, or I'd be able to help you with that. But yeah, no, Gianna Sisters is the one that I'm prepared to talk about. Jedi Citrix asks, how does it compare to Hollow Knight or Dead Cells? My son is around that skill. So I definitely enjoy, as an adult, I enjoy Hollow Knight and Dead Cells better than I enjoy Gianna Sisters. Gianna Sisters has got a really neat gimmick, and it's kind of cool, but the atmosphere and the sort of... the different ways that sort of your power set escalates and stuff like that in Hollow Knight and Dead Cells is more interesting to me as a modern adult gamer than Gianna Sisters, which feels it's a lot more of an old school style platformer. If your kids are into Hollow Knight and Dead Cells, those might be actually like better games for them. I wouldn't say that they would necessarily be interested in sort of... Yeah, the fact that they're into Hollow Knight and Dead Cells means that they might be getting something out of those games that they would not get out of Gianna Sisters. So I don't know if I would necessarily recommend Gianna Sisters to somebody who is super into those games. Stealthy Assassin says, if they can beat a game of Dead Cells, I'm very impressed. Yeah, I've never beaten a game of Dead Cells. I think I've gotten to the end, but I have not actually successfully beaten it. And I love that game. So, and I've definitely not gotten nowhere near the end of Hollow Knight. Anyway, so we've been streaming this for a little while, and there are other games that I want to get onto, and I think this is actually a really nice sort of end point here. So, but one thing I have not done yet is spent these materials. I've got 20 materials now. Oh, wait a minute. 20 materials. That's exactly what it costs to upgrade an infirmary, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So I can't upgrade my infirmary with that. Oh, but I can upgrade my latrine. And you know what? That's what really matters. So we're going to have a fancy old latrine in this place. But yeah, so we'll need to keep getting materials so that we can upgrade either our garden or our infirmary, because that will cost 20, and 20 is a lot. But we did get enough to upgrade the latrine, and, you know, honestly, like, who doesn't like having a nicer bathroom? So anyway, let me just take one last look at the chat and see if there's anything I'm missing before we wrap up this session, and then we'll move on to play some of the other games that have been coming out lately, of which there are many, by the way, and I'm kind of offended at the game industry at giving me so many games to focus on because it's just distracting. Cogs is asking me to we've talked a lot about sort of what I like to imagine doing with the future of State of Decay, and Cogs wants me to say what Brant is interested in. You should ask Brant that question. Get on like, I don't know, Jawafawa's stream or something sometime when he's got Brant on as a guest and ask him. I can't speak for Brant. He's his own person. Wolfblade1 wants to know, is there anything I can share about State of Decay 3? No, we're not really talking about it aside from just the fact that it exists. You know, that much has been announced just by the existence of our teaser trailer, but that's it. That's all we can talk about. And we can say that it's in pre-production. So nothing about that has changed. We're really sort of, you know, putting the time in to try to get it right, which means, you know, it's going to take a lot of time. It's not going to be available to you for still quite some time. So don't get all excited about it, all super hyped about it. There's so many other great games out there. Get super hyped about a different game in the meantime, you know, and sort of let State of Decay 3 sort of pleasantly surprise you at some point whenever it's ready. All right, I just got to quickly do my other food production action to make sure that the right amount of food is always coming in. All right. Well, I guess we're done. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, I'll put a button right there. The next session of State of Decay 2 that we shoot, which will probably be tomorrow, I'll stick right there. And let's move on to some other games.